sew through the cap to make sure it lays on the cap. So I'm gonna knot both of them together, all three together. Then I'm gonna do it one more time to make sure it's secure through the wefts and then through the cap. Make sure it's knotted. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use my second bundle. And for this one, I am going to continue doubling until I get to the 18 inches. Then that's when I'll be singling, because these wefts are pretty long. So I would have to double both long bundles until I get to the last one, because it will be full and I want to be able to use all three bundles so this wig can be nice and full. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick the doubled weft in front of where I just stopped with the first one. I'm gonna stick it right in front, and then I'm gonna go ahead and bring it around like how I would do the first one. So continue sticking it. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew through these two wefts of the new bundles so I could make it attached to the one that I just finished with. Sew it together. So I attach both wefts together. Sew them again one more time to make sure it's secure. So it attached. Then I'm gonna go ahead and sew through the cap and through the wefts through the cap so it could knot it and then be secure on the cap. So I'm gonna do it, continue just like how I was doing the first bundle. Now that I'm at the end of this bundle, I'm gonna cut off the little bit that I have hanging over. I'm gonna start off continue with the 18-inch bundle. Continue single, and I'm gonna put the first one right where I stopped, pin it right there. I'm gonna pin it right where I stopped with the last bundle, and then I'm gonna continue pinning it out along where I want it to sit on the mannequin part. And I'm gonna sew through the weft to make sure it's connect to the other bundle. I'm gonna do it one more time. So through the cap and the weft. Then knot it, single weft like how I would do the doubling and knot the wefts. Instead of doubling it, it will be a single weft, so I don't have to worry about a second weft. So I'll just go along and keep folding and do the folding method until I get to the top. I might cut it along like right here. Once I get to like around this part, I would start probably cutting my weft going across, but for now I'll be just folding. So for this part, I am going to start cutting my wefts, and so I'll cut it going up so it could lay flatter. So when I fold it, it doesn't have a bulk at the edges. at the ends right here, so when you put the hair over it, it's not bulky. So I'm gonna cut it, and then I'm gonna keep sewing. Each time going across. So I'll place it like a inch apart, and then I'll pin it right there, and then you do it going across. Now this pinned, I'm going to move it, and then I'm gonna knot it right here. And I'm gonna do the same thing going across. So an inch apart, folding it, going across. See, I'm almost at the top. Well, I'm at the top, but I'm almost finished. We keep doing the same method, going across. This is how much I have left, and then this is the amount of hair I have left. So you see, I'm trying to use every single bundle so it could be nice and full. I'm gonna do it again so I could knot it first before I move forward. And then I can move forward by sewing underneath the weft through the cap and knot. So I place the thread underneath. I place the thread like this, and I made sure I use the needle to go under it like this. So the needle is like this, and I push it through the weft, through the cap, and bring the thread from under it around. And I'll place it an inch apart again, or a little closer if you wish. And then I'll bring it straight across to the other side and stick one in the middle. So you see I only have just about one more after this one, and then I'll be finished with this. So let me go ahead and start. So this is basically how much I have left of this bundle, and this is the space that I have to put it in. That's the space I have left. So I'll be going in with going straight across this time. So stop right here. And then bringing it straight across like this, and then you're gonna pin it like that. And then you're gonna move your pin so you could start sewing. You're gonna make sure you do your knot. And for this one, I'm going to sew through the weft, through the cap, and through the frontal at the edge right there. And I'm gonna repeat the process going straight across. I'll go through the weft, through the cap, and then through the frontal. So it could be nice and secure and attached, and there will be no space between the bundle and the closure, so you cannot see the cap. So everything will come into one when you attach the frontal to the bundle. Not on top, do not sew on top of the frontal, just connect it to meet the frontal, the weft to meet the frontal. Sewing on top will just make it bulky. And that's it. And I am finished with making my wig, my frontal wig. As you can see, she is complete. And I'm gonna go ahead and take down my braid that I did from before. And this is how much hair I have left from the 3 bundles. So I use all 2 20-inch bundle, and I have this much left out of all 3. So frontal wig, see, it's full. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut inside, like right here where the frontal is that I sewed on. The cap is, the excess cap is right here on underneath the frontal, so it will look like this when I sewed it on. So now I have this left off, so I'm gonna cut this off because I don't need that anymore. The part I needed is the part that I actually sewed the hair on. So now I have this part remaining, and then the closure is right there. So that's how it will look inside my wig. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut off this part that's not attached to the wig. So we're gonna go ahead and flip the frontal over. So this part that you have, you cut it. And don't cut your frontal or cut the thread that you use to attach it to the frontal. So you wanna go ahead and start cutting from the side. You don't wanna go too close. Do not go too close to the edge. You want to leave at least a little bit off, a little bit on, I should say. You want to leave this at least this much on. Make sure you leave at least this much on your cap, because you do want to keep that on just in case you want to change out your frontal. You have a little bit of space to work with, and you want to cut it all around the part you do not need anymore. So I got this much off, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest. My frontal wig, very full, 3 bundles and a frontal. This is how the inside would look. And the frontal, as I said, is already bleached, so I didn't have to do that. This is how I make my frontal wig. So this is how she would look after you made your wig on the mannequin. Nice and full. So now that you guys have seen how I make my frontal unit, this is her right here. So part 2 video will be showing how I style her. So if you are interested and you want to see how I style her, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, and then you'll be updated on when I post the part 2 video. So if you have any question or any concern about my wig right here or how I made this unit, please make sure you leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want the link to this hair, it will be in the description box down below. Please make sure you give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video with part 2. Bye.